Hello, my name is Richard Elsie, and I'll be the one walking you through the steps this morning on how to use your Learning Locker. So we're going to go ahead and get started and go through your Learning Locker, and afterwards I put together a show of other services that we actually offer. Enjoy the show. Welcome everyone to the Contractors Institute. My name is Richard Elsie, and I'm one of the instructors with the school. Now, what I want to do for you today is just give you a quick overview of how everything works. So the first thing I want to do is I brought you to the home page of our website, which is simply at contractorsinstitute.com. And when you're at the front page, you should look for where it says student login. So you see it's in a couple of different places. Pick one. So here it brings me to the page. Now this is where I'm going to go in and to my Learning Locker and view my course material. Now it says username and password. Now these are going to be provided to you from the school. You should have got a little card, this plastic and yellow, and it should have it on there. If not, call one of our school counselors at any time and they should be able to help you out. If not, they can get you pointed in the right direction. So what I'm going to do is I already typed in my name and password. It automatically fills in for me. Now I'm going to log in. Now here's the Learning Locker. Now notice there's a lot of information in here that you may not have, which I know you don't have, but because I'm an instructor for so many courses, it all comes up for me. So when you get in yours, you want to go down until you see, what license are you setting for? What is your category, in other words? So I'm going to go to Florida Certified General Contractor. I'm just picking one out of the list is all I'm doing. Now once I click on this, now notice, it says, here's the Florida Certified General Contractor. Here's the setup on my test. Now you have to add 5 to each of these because of the pilot question. So a GC will have 65 in contract administration and 65 in project management. Building contractor will have 55 and 55. 55 for contract, 55 for project management. And a residential contractor is going to have 50 and 50. 50 questions in the morning, 50 questions in the afternoon. Now, notice that I put here for you some plan sets. If you want to open them up, a quick start study program, practice, math test. Now, a lot of this mathematics, we understand that, you're going to see some things in there that may not pertain to you. Well, skip them. I mean, if I'm let's say I'm a roofing contractor and I come to some excavation questions, well, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be on my test, so go ahead and skip them. But when I set it up, I went ahead and put them in each course, just in case you wanted to glance over those. So here's your math seminars, and down here is some of the math tutorials, and here's some of the books that we have. Now you have a book for each one of the books that are on your exam, of course. Now what I did to get you familiar with the book is I went through and put some highlight sheets in it. A highlight sheet is just that, a highlight sheet. I clicked on it, and I want to go to page 11 and highlight this information. And not just highlight it in blindly color, but I want to stop by and look at what I'm reading, and understand why am I just highlighting this, and not just simply coloring the book. And you'll notice that it goes through the entire book for you, telling you the important areas that I want you to highlight and the important areas that are on the exam. And then there's questions from them. Here's the questions from the Builder's Guide to Accounting, and I could start. Now what it's going to do is, let me attempt a quiz now. It gives me a question. A bad debt ratio is figured by blank divided by blank for previous quarters. Well, a bad debt ratio is calculated by taking total credit sales and dividing it by the actual bad debt loss. So let's see, when I press the button here, I'm answering it, then I'm going to hit check. Oh look, I checked the wrong box. I said it was answer C, but I checked answer D by mistake, which is okay. Look, it tells me the correct answer is total credit sales divided by actual bad debt losses, and it tells me what page to go to in the book to find that on. Okay. to next. A balance, a balance left on the books from a prepaid insurance would be what? Now, every time I go through here and check one, it's either going to tell me it's, and I didn't even look at the answers and got that one right. So it's on page 149, 150 in the book, and it's found on the asset side of the balance sheet. So that makes it pretty easy for you. You can go through question by question, try to solve this on your own. If you can't, then look at the solution. It's going to force you into it. Okay. And then I can, go back and look, okay, to see where I failed. Over to the left-hand side here, the green one said I got it right, the other one said I got it wrong. So I'm more concerned about the ones I got wrong than I got right. So this is how I can look at it. I'm just going to backspace here a little bit and get out of here. So that's how it works. You get your highlight sheets for your book, and then you have your questions from your book. Now, you're also going to see, and you're starting to see being populated, more and more stuff. What I've done is I've taken the FLSA, the Fair Labor Standards Act, Workers' Comp, Florida Statute 440, Florida Statute 49 licensing laws, the American Institute of Architects, your AIE documents, lien laws, and so on, and I've done a separate module for you. Now, keep in mind as you go through these modules, it was intended for you to look at it to learn. So I'm going to go over, let's say, some basic business concepts about business organization, starting up a business. How should you do that? Sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation, S corp. What? I'm going to go over and explain it. Now, as I'm explaining it, I just want you to watch it and listen. Now, I'm teaching you the concepts of it. When you get to the highlight sheets, for your, say your Builder's Guide to Accounting and Contractors Manual, you're going to see where they're actually located in your book. But for the purpose of education, I want to teach you the concepts, and then you can go do the books. Highlight the books and do the questions from the books. So the key to the test is getting to know your books. It is basic mathematics and understanding how to reference the books, the ones that have an index to them, the glossaries, the table of contents, and understand how the book is set up. So when I'm teaching you the concepts, the business concepts, I'm just going to teach it. I'm not going to reference anything. I'll bring up the like Florida Statute 49, and I'm just going to go over the actual Florida Statute 49. And again, as you do your highlight sheets, you're going to look up the answers to those. So don't worry. Pay attention to what's going on the screen and try to soak in as much as you can, and you can come back to review it as much as you want. So if there's something, we do that's mathematical that you didn't understand, well, you can just log in that part of the show and listen to it again. So I hope this explains a little bit, about how the process is going to work. And again, if you have any questions, just call us, and, someone here will try to help you out the best we can. So, my name's Richard Elsey, and I'm one of the instructors with the school. And if you have any questions, stop me at one of the classes, or, give me a call or email me, and I'll try to help you out whenever I can. Thanks a lot. All right, this is some ideas of our other services that we do offer. We do have a full construction bookstore. So if there's any, special book that you're looking for, please give us a call. We do a lot of computer training, QuickBooks, CAD and all that. Lead certifications, we do it from the EPA. We test, for EPA certifications, the RP, and we also do the refresher courses, a bunch of different specialty seminars, blower door testing, contractors leafing services, ACS inspector certification courses, continuing education for the construction industry, electrical industry. Do it for home inspectors, your ACC inspectors, mode services, and many more different types of continuing education classes. And again, here's some of our hands-on computer training, the estimating, the soft plan, which is a object-oriented CAD program. We do AutoCAD, QuickBooks, and different computer applications in our computer lab. Now, some of our CS certified programs is our mode services. We do both remediator and assessor. And for home inspectors, again, we teach continuing education, but we also teach the 120-hour required course for home inspectors here at the Contractors Institute. Design considerations for code compliance. It's a 3-day class. It's a great class. Goes through all the formulas, and at the end of it, you get a little test. And once you pass that, then you can submit it to the building departments, and they can use you to draw your plans. Now, OSHA, we do the 10-hour OSHA, the 30-hour OSHA, and so on. So any of your OSHA needs, we'll be able to help you out. And there's so many more webinars that we actually do. And don't forget our full service construction bookstore. They have forms, they have books, software programs. So anything you need as far as a construction related book, give them a call at Contractors Library, 1-800-571-4777. And again, once you pass and you're up and running, if you need help with your insurance, here is the Contractors Leasing Service. Give them a call and see what they can do for you. Now here's just some of the services that they offer. Of course, we do exam prep and continuing education for all of our ICC code inspectors, your building officials, building inspectors, plans examiners, and so on. We do all the training right here in Hudson. And we also offer it by webinar, and the classes are recorded, so you can watch them at your convenience. Now, just a recommendation, if you've been thinking about getting an upgrade license or another lateral license, now may be the time to do it. If everything's fresh in your memory, a lot of the books may be the same, so no better time than now to get an upgraded license or get an additional license. And once you pass that exam, you really need to make a decision on what are you going to do with your license. Active or inactive, you're going to set up a corporation, you're going to set it up under a partnership or a sole proprietorship or an LLC company. Those are the decisions that you have to make. So as you pass the test, it'll give you something to think about. Still thinking about after you pass your test, you're going to have to fill out some paperwork. You're going to have to meet the minimum liability amounts for commercial liability policies. You're going to have to get the fingerprinting. You're going to have to meet the financial requirements. Right now, I think it's a 660 credit score, and submit the application to the state for approval. Now, we do have a contractor's business service that helps you out with all the process. They charge a fee for it, and you can call them for your quote. But they do the license activation to make sure everything's correct and the verbiage sounds okay. They could set up a corporation for you if you need to, or fictitious name registration with the state, credit reports, your EIN numbers, and so on. They're the ones who take care of all that stuff for us. The Contractors Business Service. Give them a call and see what it would take to get you a license. And something that most of us notice at this point is that we have to have continuing education, something to look forward to. Now, it's 14 hours every 2 years, and remember, certified contractors renew by August 31st of all the even years. As a registered contractor, if your license begins with an R, you got to renew your license on the odd years. So, certified on the even, registered on the odd. Now, the Association of Construction Industry Certified Professionals is the ACS Now, this is our nonprofit organization that all construction, electrical, home inspectors, mold remediators, and assessors can join and belong to an organization. And if you wish to be a member of the ACS give one of the ladies here at the office a call, and they'll be able to sign you up. And one last thing, don't forget to join our My Florida Code talk at myfloridacode.com. It goes over a lot of code questions and construction industry related questions. So join our mailing list and keep up with what's going on in the construction industry here in Florida. Thank you for attending this short presentation to explain how everything works with the Contractors Institute. Here are all the instructors' information where you can contact us at any point. And again, my name is Richard Elsey, and I want to thank you, and welcome to the exam prep shows.